warm, intriguing voice. Picture this. You're standing atop misty hills under a full moon, where whispers of old tales fill the air. Can you feel the goosebumps already? Welcome to Epic Lore Trek, part of our enchanting series, Lore Quest, the Chronicles of Mystery. Today, we embark on a journey into some of the most intriguing and haunting stories that have connected humans for centuries. Prepare to have your curiosity ignited and your imagination kindled, because these stories aren't just remnants of the past, they're threads woven into the very fabric of our identities, spanning time and space. Let's start our adventure in Japan, a land where ancient myths intertwine with everyday life. Have you ever heard of the Yurei? In Japanese culture, these are vengeful spirits said to haunt places until their revenge is exacted or their souls are laid to rest. One of the most famous tales is that of Oiwa, a loyal woman betrayed and left for dead by her husband. Legend has it, her ghost appeared so terrifyingly to her husband that it drove him into madness. Can you imagine meeting her apparition, hair disheveled, one eye hanging grotesquely, her expression frozen in sorrowful betrayal? These chilling stories remind us that betrayal and love are timeless emotions, relatable no matter when or where you live. But they also teach us about cultural practices, like how offerings at temples are often made to appease wandering spirits. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, we shift gears and head to the Celtic lands of Ireland and Scotland. Here, mist-laden valleys and ancient stone circles hold secrets whispered by the ages. Have you met the Banshee in folklore? If you hear her wail, it's said to be a harbinger of death. But what if I told you the Banshee isn't a monster? She's a mourner for the dead, embodying sorrow and loss. This storytelling nuance serves as a reminder of how legends can adapt, taking something frightful and wrapping it in empathy. Through her tale, we see the human need to explain the inexplicable, to turn raw grief into a whispered story carried down through generations. These myths resonate because at their heart, they mirror our quest for meaning amidst chaos and uncertainty. But the trip doesn't end here. Cue the wild deserts of North Africa, blazing with sunlight during the day and cloaked in mystery at night. Have you heard of the legendary city of gold, Zerzura? This mythical oasis, hidden in the sands, has drawn adventurers for centuries. Described as a place of immeasurable wealth and untold secrets, Zerzura speaks to humanity's eternal hope for untouched paradise, a place where problems evaporate like fine desert mist. Explorers have searched endlessly for this utopia, climbing dunes, scouring hidden valleys. Yet, Zerzura remains elusive, proving that as much as humans desire answers and treasure, the act of searching, of dreaming, defines us just as deeply. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's wander further east, to India, where ancient epics and vivid myths paint an intoxicating canvas of moral dilemmas and divine interventions. Among the most famous tales is the Ramayana, a heroic story about love, betrayal, and redemption. Ravana, a demon king and one of the central characters, while often portrayed as a villain, is also lauded for his immense knowledge and dedication to his people. How interesting, isn't it, that the best stories often paint their antagonists in shades of grey? Ravana's story teaches us about balance. Intelligence without compassion can lead even the brightest mind astray. And isn't that a lesson we could always use? Now, as the sun begins to set on our storytelling journey, let's immerse ourselves in the dark corridors, the very crevices of Europe's haunted history. Welcome to the Castle of Hauska in the Czech Republic, a place many believe to be the very gateway to hell. Imagine this, a castle built not for defense or luxury, but to seal off something sinister. Its lore speaks of demons climbing out from a bottomless pit, scaring local villagers and painting perpetual fear into the land's story. Visitors today claim they still feel a strange weight in the air, as if the land itself breathes unease. As terrifying as these legends are, they serve as reminders that unexplained forces, whether supernatural or purely psychological, have always loomed over humanity. Piqued your interest yet? Stay with me, because no journey through intriguing tales would be complete without a jaunt to the Americas. Let's talk about La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. Seen wandering lakes and rivers, she's said to lure children to their doom while crying for her own lost family. Is she a ghost? A warning to keep kids safe from water? Or simply a communal expression of grief and regret? Whatever she is, she highlights how human emotions like love and loss aren't just conserved through time, but adapted into haunting, enduring forms. But dear travelers, these stories are more than just lore. They're mirrors of us. They show how humanity, diverse as it is, shares an unquenchable thirst for meaning, for connection, for stories that make sense of what we don't yet comprehend. A ghost story isn't just a ghost story. It's a narrative woven through generations. Myths aren't just wild imaginings. They're a record of ancient peoples grappling with forces beyond their control. And the mystery of a lost paradise like Zerzura, that's the metaphorical gold we all seek. Proof that dreams and ambitions have as much value as any treasure. Before we conclude, let me ask you, what stories resonate with you? What myths or legends have you carried, like a cherished heirloom from your ancestors? Because inside them might lie wisdom, warning, or simply a drink for the thirsty imagination. Let your voice join the timeless echo of storytellers across the world, sharing tales under starry skies, around campfires, or through videos like this very one. Thank you for joining Epic Lore Trek. And remember, there's a whole world of wonder still to explore in upcoming episodes of Lore Quest, the Chronicles of Mystery. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next. Until then, fellow lore seekers, keep your eyes open and your mind curious. The best stories are the ones we keep uncovering together.